Well, just because you've never heard of it before doesn't mean it's new. We're talking about a form of acupuncture that has also turned into a fashion trend. Let's welcome Trayer Smith, a licensed acupuncturist at Charleston Acupuncture. And we were talking about ear seeding. What is ear seeding?
So ear seeding is essentially acupressure on the ear. So the difference between acupressure and acupuncture is acupuncture actually piercing the skin versus acupressure is just sustained pressure for a certain amount of time to help with a certain part of the body.
Okay, so I stand corrected. So this is non-invasive, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know, a lot of people have never heard of ear seeding until we've been seeing all the TikTok videos and all that.
Of course.
And people turning it into kind of a fashion trend. You got these beads in your ears. But how long has this actually been practiced?
Well, the first noting of any type of auricular acupuncture or auricular therapy was 2,500 years ago in a book called The Yellow Emperor's Classic, which is one of the original acupuncture books. But back then, they didn't use ear seeds, they actually did bloodletting. So what they would do is look for discolorations in the ear and they would pierce it, let out blood, and that would actually relieve pain or clear heat or toxins from certain areas of the body.
Oh goodness, so less bloody
yes.
attempt at achieving the same
less
goal.
Invasive.
Less invasive, for sure. And as part of an acupressure appointment, how often do you do the ear seeding on your patients?
It all depends on their condition. Usually if it's chronic pain, adding the ear seeds is a nice complement on top of the treatment because what it does is it extends the treatment. So I put the needles in for about 30 minutes, but when the treatment's over, I pull the needles out and you're not walking out the door with needles hanging out yet. So what you can do is you can put the seeds into the corresponding parts. Say if you have low back pain, I'll put it on the low back pain spot. And it can last for as long as it stays in, which could be up to 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. And why the ear? Why is the ear such a sensitive hotspot to regulate the body?
Well, so in the acupuncture world, there's 100 different modalities. So the funny thing about acupuncture is if someone comes in with low back pain and you have 20 acupuncturists, we're all going to treat them different ways. The ear is a microcosm for the whole body, as is the abdomen in the acupuncture world. In reflexology, it's the bottom of the foot. So certain spots correspond with certain parts of the body. And with the ear, it's just the easiest probably to leave the treatment room with, because I can't, put anything in your abdomen and then you walk out the door. So
yeah, right. So highly sensitive, and even the backs of your ears can be attached to an organ in the body.
Yes.
So can you give us a couple of examples of places on the ear and where it would affect your body?
So if I can point to the model right here. Yeah. So each part correlates with different parts of the body. So the spine runs up right at the edge here. This top part called the ear apex is actually really good for relieving hypertension. So if you actually pierce the skin there and you let it bleed a little bit, obviously you have gloves and cotton balls, and I'm a little bit sanitary with this, but it clears heat from the body and actually makes blood pressure drop right there when they're on the table.
And you've seen this happen?
Yes.
It's amazing. And I'm even seeing spots inside the ear for the stomach, the hip, the knee as you go up. So really, your whole ear is attached.
It's a microcosm for the whole body.
For the whole body. Well, I can't wait to try it. You're going to actually install one on me.
Yes,
is that the proper terminology? Is install one?
Adhere, I guess.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna pull back my hair. And
so let's find the spot first, I guess.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fix my watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to palpate with this ear probe, and we're going to go up where the spine would be represented on the ear in the tender spot, right about there.
Okay, yes.
All right, so before I put this on, let me know what your pain number is so we can see the difference once I put it on.
Okay, I would say that right now my pain is about a 5.
A 5?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so let's see what the difference is. So I'm just going to peel it off. Okay. As you can see, there's a little seed on it. It's called a Vacaria seed.
Yes.
So
yeah, what are they made out of?
So it's an actual seed. It's a Vacaria seed. They also have ones that are stainless steel balls. And sometimes they have ones made of 14 karat gold, which are said to invigorate blood more. So,
and they look pretty.
Yeah. So I'm going to push on this. We'll hold it for about 10 seconds.
Ooh.
Tender?
It is.
Yeah, that means I hit the spot then.
It is. And how many seeds can you conceivably have in your ear? For
as many as you want, but I wouldn't want to confuse the body too much, so kind of limit it to about three areas of the body.
Okay. So you want to overdo it.
Yeah, otherwise you just kind of confuse things.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You don't know what's doing the work.
That is true.
How do you feel right now?
Yeah, I mean, I do feel better.
Yeah, sometimes it usually just takes the edge off a little bit.
Right.
Obviously, there are other modalities that can, I guess, be a little bit more invasive, but ear seeds are nice because all the tools on our belt as acupuncturists, all the different needles we have and all the other tools that we have, including the ear seeds kind of talk the lightest to the body. So it's a really good way to introduce acupuncture to people.
That is true, because a lot of people are afraid of needles. But I haven't heard of a lot of people who are afraid of seeds. So this is great, and this can work for all different kinds of conditions, not just body aches and pains, but also fertility and what else?
It's really good for a smoking cessation,
Uh-huh.
any type of addiction, whether someone's an alcoholic, someone has drug addiction, someone binge eats. The big thing really that I've been using it for is to help people quit smoking. It calms the nerves in between sessions. So.
Right.
As stated before, it just helps extend the treatment pretty much, which is nice.
Sounds great. I want to thank you so much. And where can people
you.
find out more information if they want to make an appointment?
CharlestonSCAcupuncture.com.
Fantastic. We're back after this.